All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving into a proper heavyweight clash in the Champions League quarterfinals. This massive first leg encounter between two of Spain's absolute giants, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Look, this isn't just another game. The tension is absolutely sky high, and that's because this huge European night comes just days after a fiery, really dramatic league match between these two. The rivalry is fresh, and you can bet the wounds are still pretty open.
So what's the immediate backstory here? To really get a feel for the pressure cooker that is this Champions League tie, we got to rewind and look at what went down just this past weekend.
So, in that weekend match, Barcelona went to the Metropolitano and managed to snatch a 2-1 victory. They actually went down a goal, but they clawed their way back, and a late Robert Lewandowski winner sealed the deal. And that's a massive psychological blow for Atletico.
But here's the thing, that win wasn't just some lucky one-off. It's actually part of a much bigger trend. When you zoom out, you start to see a real pattern of dominance that gives Barcelona a pretty significant edge heading into this first leg.
And for Barcelona, the magic number right now is 5. That is their current winning streak across all competitions. We're not just talking about a team in good form here. They are an absolute machine right now, running at full steam with what seems like unbreakable confidence.
And when you put their forms side by side, the contrast is, well, it's pretty stark. While Barcelona is riding this perfect wave of 5 straight wins, Atletico's been much more inconsistent lately. A mix of wins, a draw, and of course that really deflating loss against Barca themselves.
And if we zoom in even closer, just on their head-to-head matchups, the picture gets even clearer. Barcelona hasn't just been winning, they've absolutely owned this fixture with 5 straight victories. You know, that kind of streak, that gets inside your head.
Okay, so let's flip the script and look at this from Atletico's side. Because for them, this match is shaping up to be a total perfect storm. They're not just up against an in-form rival, they're battling some serious issues on multiple fronts.
So first up, you've got the hangover from that weekend loss. And it's not just psychological. In that game, Atletico went down to 10 men, so they had to play at a disadvantage for almost half the match. You can bet the physical toll from that, plus the super short turnaround time, is going to have a huge impact on their stamina. And then you've got the squad availability issue. Now, Barcelona is missing key guys like Rafinha and Christensen, for sure. But Atletico, they're dealing with a full-blown crisis of injuries and suspensions. The list is just piling up for Diego Simeone, and the biggest problem is in goal.
Look, let's be blunt. Losing a world-class keeper like Jan Oblak is pretty much a nightmare scenario. It puts an insane amount of pressure on his replacement, Juan Musso, and it creates this huge, glaring weakness that a team as clinical as Barcelona is just built to punish.
So, with all that in mind, where is this game actually going to be won and lost out there on the pitch? Let's dig into the tactical chess match we're about to see.
What we have here is a really fascinating clash of philosophies. On one side, you've got Barcelona. They're going to bring that relentless high press and a super risky high defensive line. It's designed to suffocate you. But the big risk, of course, is all that space they leave in behind. And on the other side, well, this isn't your dad's old defensive Atletico anymore. Simeone's team has become this potent counter-attacking force that is brilliant at exploiting exactly that kind of space.
So really, this whole tactical chess game boils down to 3 huge questions. First, can Barca's press just totally wear down a tired Atleti's side? Second, can Atleti's attack actually punish that super risky high line from Barca? And finally, who is going to step up and control the middle of the park for Atletico, with those key guys like Cardoso and Llorente suspended?
All right, so when you weigh everything, the form, the fatigue, the tactics, what's the verdict? How do the experts see this first leg going?
The consensus is pretty clear. Everyone's leaning towards a Barcelona win at home. The real debate, though, is whether Atletico's potent, new-look attack has enough gas left in the tank to actually find the back of the net. It really comes back to that key tactical battle, doesn't it?
And really, that's the bottom line here. Most people believe the combination of Barca's momentum, their home advantage, and just the sheer weight of Atletico's problems, from the fatigue to that goalkeeping crisis, it's all just going to be too much for them to overcome, at least in this first leg. So, that leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? Form and logic are all pointing one way, but this is the Champions League, where anything can happen. We'll find out soon enough. Thanks for watching The Explainer.